Back when I tried saving money, I'd say, this month, I'll spend less. Guess what? I failed, every single time. Then I built a system, automatic transfer straight into savings. No decisions, no willpower. And months later, I had cash stacked. That's when it hit me, systems beat willpower, every time. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to build systems that make your financial goals inevitable. By the end, you'll know how to set up simple, foolproof systems to pay off debt, save more, and invest consistently. Please do me a quick favor, like this video and subscribe. It helps more people learn how to take control of their finances. Let's start with, what exactly is a system? A system is simply a process or routine that reliably produces a result. It's a way of doing things that makes the outcome almost inevitable, as long as you follow the steps. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't debate every morning whether you'll do it, you just grab your toothbrush, brush, and rinse. Your body follows the routine, and the result is predictable: clean teeth, fresh breath, fewer cavities. You don't rely on motivation or willpower, it's automatic. Money works the same way. If you only try to save when you feel like it or invest when the market looks right, success is uncertain. But if you create a system, like setting up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account, you remove the guesswork. The money moves, the habit happens, and results start to accumulate over time. Here's another example. Imagine you want to track your spending. You could try to remember everything you bought each day, but chances are, you'll forget. Or, you could create a simple system. Every evening, log your purchases in an app. Follow the system, and suddenly you know exactly where your money is going, without stressing or relying on memory. In short, systems turn good intentions into predictable results, and that's exactly what you need if you want to hit your financial goals. The next we have systems and willpower. Think of willpower like a muscle, it can only do so much before it gets tired. Have you ever tried to save money all month by just telling yourself, I won't spend? How long did that last? One unexpected bill, one tempting sale at your favorite store, and suddenly, boom, your plan is gone. That's because relying on self-control alone is exhausting, and life will always throw curveballs. A system, on the other hand, doesn't get tired. It works even when you're stressed, busy, or just not in the mood. It makes good habits automatic, so the right choice happens without thinking. Instead of deciding each month whether you'll save, you set up an automatic transfer of $100 to your savings account every payday. You don't debate it. You don't rely on motivation. The money moves on its own. That's a system in action. Or consider investing. Rather than trying to time the market or forcing yourself to remember to invest, you set up a recurring transfer to an investment account. Over time, the small contributions add up, and you've built wealth without ever relying on willpower. Systems take the burden off your brain. They make good financial choices the default, so you can focus on living your life instead of constantly reminding yourself to be disciplined. Next, crushing debt. You can't build real wealth if money is leaking out to interest payments every month. Debt is like a weight dragging you down, and the first step to financial freedom is cutting it loose. So how do you tackle it without feeling overwhelmed? That's where a system comes in. Here's a simple approach. 1. List all your debts. Write down every debt you have, including credit cards, loans, or even small borrowings. Seeing it all in one place makes it real, and gives you a plan. 2. Pay off the smallest debt first. While making minimum payments on everything else, focus extra cash on the smallest balance. This is called the debt snowball method. The quick wins give you momentum and motivation to keep going. 3. Automate your payments. Set up automatic transfers so you never miss a payment. Late fees and missed payments are motivation killers. Automating keeps the system running even when life gets busy. Back then, I had a credit card with a $2,500 balance. I set up automatic payments, minimums on everything else, and extra on this one card. I didn't even think about it. 6 months later, that card was completely paid off. The feeling? Absolutely unstoppable. That small system created a big win that gave me the confidence to tackle the next debt. Systems make paying off debt automatic, predictable, and even motivating. You don't have to rely on willpower or hope that you'll feel like it this month. The system does the work for you. Number 4. Building a savings habit. Most people try to save what's left over after paying bills and spending on fun stuff. Spoiler alert, there's almost never anything left. That's why relying on leftover money is a losing strategy. Instead, you need a system, something that makes saving automatic and effortless. Here's a simple approach you can start today. 1. Set up an automatic transfer every payday, even if it's just $50, schedule it to move into a separate high-yield savings account before you even touch it. Out of sight, out of mind. Over time, it adds up faster than you think. 2. Treat it like a bill you must pay, just like rent or utilities, your savings is non-negotiable. If you approach it this way, it stops being a should I or shouldn't I decision and becomes a habit. I started by automatically transferring $100 from every paycheck into a high-yield savings account. I didn't see it, didn't think about it, and didn't miss it, because it was already gone before I could spend it. After a few months, I had a cushion that could cover emergencies, unexpected expenses, or even opportunities one never thought I could afford. The magic of a system is that it removes the stress of making choices every month. You don't have to rely on willpower or motivation. The system quietly builds your savings while you focus on living your life. Number 5. Investing consistently. Now let's talk about investing. You don't need a fortune to start. You just need consistency. Investing isn't about timing the market perfectly or having insider knowledge. It's about building a system that keeps money moving toward your future. Here's a simple system you can start today. 1. Pick an account and a manageable amount. It could be $20, $50, or $100 a week, whatever you can afford without feeling stressed. The key is to start. 2. Automate your contributions. Set it up weekly or monthly so it happens automatically. You don't have to think about it, and you avoid the temptation to spend that money instead. Even small amounts grow faster than you might expect, thanks to compound interest. That's money earning money over time. For example, if you invest $50 a week for 10 years, assuming a modest 8% annual return, you could end up with tens of thousands of dollars, all without huge sacrifices. Here's a personal story. I started by investing just $25 a week. At first, it didn't feel like much, but after a few years, I was amazed at how much it had grown. The system made it effortless. I didn't have to remember, negotiate, or stress. My future self just kept getting richer. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect amount. Build a system, stick to it, and let time do the heavy lifting. Number 6. How to actually build a system, step by step. Now that we've talked about why systems work, let's get practical. How do you actually build a system that gets results? Here's a simple, step-by-step framework you can follow for any financial goal. Step 1. Pick the goal. Be specific. Are you paying off debt? Saving $5,000 for an emergency fund? Investing $50 a week for retirement? The clearer your goal, the easier it is to design a system that works. Step 2. Identify the actions. Break it down into exact, repeatable steps. For example, if your goal is saving $5,000, transfer $200 from each paycheck into a high-yield savings account, skip one small luxury each month, and track your balance weekly. The steps should be concrete, no guesswork. Step 3. Automate. This is where the system does the heavy lifting. Set up automatic transfers, recurring payments, or app reminders. The goal is to make the action happen without relying on willpower. Out of sight, out of mind, and out of excuses. Step 4. Track progress. Check in weekly or monthly. See what's working and what's not. Maybe you need to adjust amounts, tweak steps, or celebrate milestones. Tracking keeps you aware and motivated. Step 5. Repeat consistently. Systems only work if you stick with them long enough for the habit to form. Don't get discouraged if results seem slow at first. Over time, the system compounds your efforts and builds momentum. Here's the secret. When you follow this framework, you're not relying on motivation, luck, or perfect timing. You're creating predictable results. Every small, repeated action builds up into big wins, whether it's crushing debt, growing savings, or building wealth through investing. Number 7. Common mistakes to avoid. Before you start building your systems, let's talk about a few common mistakes people make, and how to avoid them. 1. Don't make your system too complicated. Beginners often try to do too much at once. Multiple savings accounts, complex budgets, investing in 5 different apps. Keep it simple. Start with one clear system and master it before adding more. Small, consistent actions beat complicated plans that never get followed. 2. Don't rely on motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel pumped to save or invest, other days, not so much. That's why relying on motivation alone is risky. Systems take the choice out of the equation. They keep you moving forward even when motivation is low. 3. Don't give up after a week. Systems take time to show results. You won't see a huge savings account or a completely paid off debt overnight. Give it a month, 3 months, 6 months. Stick with it, track progress, and celebrate small wins along the way. Momentum builds slowly, but consistently. 4. Avoid perfectionism. Your system doesn't have to be perfect. Missing a day or a payment isn't the end of the world. The key is to get back on track and keep the system running. Imperfect consistency always beats perfect inconsistency. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Avoid these pitfalls, and your systems will do the heavy lifting for you. And lastly, a quick personal story. Let me share a quick personal story to show how powerful systems can be. A while back, I wanted to save for a trip, but here's the problem. Every time I got paid, the money would get spent on bills, food, or little temptations before I even thought about saving. The trip felt impossible. Then I decided to try a system. I set up an automatic transfer of $100 from every paycheck into a separate savings account, money I couldn't touch until the trip. That was it. I didn't think about it, I didn't debate it, and I didn't even feel the pinch. Few months later, I checked the account, and boom! The trip was fully funded. No stress, no missed payments, no last-minute scrambling. The system did the work while I went about my life. That's the beauty of a system. It removes guesswork, eliminates reliance on willpower, and quietly builds your goals in the background. Whether it's saving, investing, or paying off debt, a well-designed system works even when you're busy, tired, or distracted. It's like having a personal assistant for your money. If you want to actually achieve your money goals, it's not about working harder or being more disciplined. It's about building smart systems that make good financial choices automatic. Now I want to hear from you. Which system are you going to set up first? Saving, debt, or investing? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more practical finance tips, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video that helps you take control of your money.